On behalf of our family, we'd like to thank all of you who went out of their way to visit and pay their respects to our dear Lolo Vining. For sure, Lolo is overwhelmed with the love that you are showing and is smiling from ear to ear. Now, allow me to share with you my experiences with our dear Lolo. When we were little, my parents would always make time for us to go to the province and visit our relatives. There, we were able to get in touch and bond with our grandparents and cousins. I was excited each and every time we go to Lucena, mainly because we get a chance to go to the beach. Kasi before, yung mga bata kami, yung mga taga Manila, umuwi dito sa probinsya, tapos dito lang kami nakaka-experience na yun nga makipag-fun sa mga pinsan namin sa province, and then yun, pagka nakukumpleto kami, nagkakaroon kami ng parang excursion, pumunta kami sa Dalagan, nagrenta kami ng jeep. Yun yung mga naalala ko naman. Best times. Now, the only thing that I don't like when visiting there was seeing Lolo. I was scared of him that time because of his strict, military-like way of disciplining us. From how he always reprimands us every time we get too rowdy, to the way how we should behave in front of the dining table. I thought back then that if I avoid this old man, then I'm safe. But of course, it's not always the hiding and avoiding that I remember. Not just his strict demeanor, but also his happy and fun side. I remember back then, when we have a celebration in the ancestral house, he was always cheerful, he sang songs, do his playing of the imaginary trumpet, which was amazing, because it sounded exactly the same. And laughing out loud with an infectious ngehoy-ngehoy sound, I hope you still remember, mga pinsan natin. That would surely make us laugh as well. But the most memorable time that I had with him is, unfortunately, the shortest. A few years back, we were able to speak to each other again. He was asking how I was, and I mentioned that I'm into flying and I was taking up flight lessons. Then I saw the look of surprise on his face. He couldn't believe that there's someone in our family that has an interest in flying. And so he told me that he was also into flying back in his days in the military. And he told me stories of all the times that he spent flying on different types of aircraft. After that conversation, every time that we had a gathering, he would always call me and ask me to sit with him and talk about flying. There was one time that he asked me what would be the cost of flight schooling. I told him and he said, "Hindi bale, pamamanahan kita para pagdagdag sa gastusin mo." We both laughed about it. Now, remembering all the times I've had with him, that was actually the longest time that I have spent having a conversation with him. And that's the time that I was able to see a different side of him, and the only time that we were able to connect, to bond. Sadly, it was short-lived. But I am thankful that I got the opportunity to know him better, and got rid of the impression of him as an old man with a tough guy attitude. To Lolo, thank you for the time that you shared with me. Yes, it was short, but it was sweet. I wish we had more time, because for sure you still have a lot of things to share and to teach. As they say, all things must come to an end, but I will never forget all the things that you taught me. Passing away is just a phase of life, heading towards eternal happiness. May you find peace and comfort knowing that you are in the hands of our Creator. Lolo, Please give our regards to Lola Vining, Tito Celo, Kuya Sigmund, and all our relatives there. Tell them that they are never forgotten and are always included in our prayers. There are no goodbyes, just farewells. And as we say in flying, have a safe flight ahead, Lolo. Till we meet again. Thank you.